Hi guys, Dazzie with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time is episode 141. And tonight I will be discussing the best selling comics on eBay for the week ending the 8th of July 2021. Now, since coverprice.com came on the scene, they've become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics, and they scour thousands of eBay sales to culminate data to spotlight the hottest selling books. As always guys, let's find out if you can beat me, because most people normally do. I can only get better after last week's dismal showing where I just got 3 books out of the 20. Let's find out how many you're going to beat me by this time around. Starting in at 20 is a book from 1992. It's a DC title, and this is a character that is supposedly be coming into season 3 of the Batwoman TV show. I made a hot comic book alert about this issue. It is Batman issue 475. Yep, the first appearance of Rennie Maria Montoya, who later becomes the Question. Now, we've seen her on screen previously in the Gotham TV show, which I really enjoyed, and the Birds of Prey movie. Now, CW spec is a bit iffy at the best of times, but it still made this book sell 18 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 146%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $76. I've had 2 or 3 of these over the years. This is my best copy that I paid £4 for in February of 2019 at one of the local cons. Number 19 on our list is a book from 1992. And what's left to say about Spawn number 1? It's got a massive print run, and it continues to increase in value. So much goodness going for this book. The first appearance of Spawn, of course, Albert Francis L. Simmons. First appearance of Mel Boglia, Jason Wynn, Wanda Fitzgerald, characters that all appeared in the first Spawn movie. First appearance of Sam and Twitch. Of course, they have just been greenlit for their own TV show. There's a pin-up a pit in this issue. This is second title published by Image Comics, and some gorgeous Todd McFarlane artwork. The book this time round sold 37 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 109%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $259. It has gone as high as $350 in recent weeks. When I first started out, 9.8s were going around about 120. Shows no signs of slowing down. I paid £1.31 to the legendary car boot Tony, and he came to my house with a load of comics. It was great fun, great fun. Check out comic book Car Boot Tony on my community playlists. Number 18 on our list is another book from DC, which is nice. And HBO and DC are slowly building towards their Justice League Dark. I just spoke on my community page. I've just put a recent poll up there, guys. Let me know which of the Justice League Dark characters you like the most. And with the talk of Justice League Dark, we have a lot of talk at the moment about Madame Xanadu. Yeah, there is apparently going to be a TV series in the works, and that comes from Bad Robot. That news helped shift this book. It's a book I sold recently. To me, there's nothing too much in the guts. When it comes to Madame Xanadu, I want a doorway to nightmare and her first appearance. But 18 on our list is Madame Xanadu, issue number 1, guys. It's a busy cover for sure. It's a nice cover. It wasn't a bad read, but like I say, it wasn't worthy of staying in my PC, so that says a lot to myself. The book from 1981 sold 28 copies at a 7-day trend plus 120%, and a high sale CGC 9.6 went for $170. Number 17 on our list, and we're talking about Spawn again. And there's a lot of heat around Spawn, whether it be books, whether it be TV shows, whether it be movies. And this new title, Spawn's Universe, has basically set the table for 4 new Spawn spin-off series. 17 on our list is an incentive. It is Spawn's Universe. It is the Brett Booth sketch 1 in 50 variant. Here's your book, guys. I do like sketch variants. Hard to make out this one, but there's your book. Like I say, a lot of my LCSs do not stock these incentives. the 1 in 50 in particular, is very tough to find, and it sold this week 32 copies as people turn to online sales. It had a 7-day trend of plus 98%, with a high sale raw copy going for $103. 16 on our list is a book that I've never found an issue of this, and yet it is probably the one hot title that could perhaps rival Something Is Killing the Children on their shelves at the moment. It's still got a way to go, but there's potential. The book, 16 on our list, is Stray Dogs, issue 1 from Image Comics, and we have the regular cover. If you've been following my top 20 in the recent weeks, Stray Dogs has dominated it, and hence my totals are pretty darn low. This book sold 41 copies, and a 9.8 sold recently for $396. The issue had a 7-day trend of plus 100%. So good totals indeed, but I certainly wouldn't be paying nearly $400 for 9.8 of that. Number 15 on our list is a Marvel book, and it comes from 2020. Yeah, this is an interesting one because one of the first story arcs I read was Donny Cates' run on Thanos. Donny Cates has just recently ended his run on Venom, and fans took to Twitter to ask Cates if he would ever write about Thanos again, and he said, wait, just wait. Now another user asked if this issue, which is number 15 on our list, Thor number 6, the second print cover was important, to which he replied, yeah. So 15 on our list is Thor issue 6, the Nick Klein second printing. It's a nice cover, it's a wraparound cover. There is your issue. A book that's been in my top 20 now for a couple of weeks. It helped move the book. 32 copies. It had a 7-day trend plus 135%, and a high sale CGC 9.8 went for a nice $120. Wow, I wish I had money to spend like that. I'd be going towards the Silver Age. 14 on our list, and The Department of Truth is one of those big books at the moment from James Tynion, and it's really starting to trend again. 14 on our list is The Variant, and it comes from Jenny Frison, and I can thank my good friend JT Rogers because this was an act of kindness I received in January of this year. A great act of kindness. So this issue has sold 43 copies at a 7-day trend plus 103%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $150. The story is simple. After a man discovers that every conspiracy theory that he'd ever studied was true, he sets out to infiltrate the organisation that has been keeping them covered up. Tynion has confirmed that this is in talks to be developed for a TV show or movie with a strong cast apparently already in place. But yeah, a great book, and to get this for free was a bonus. This book, like I said, sold 43 copies at a 7-day trend plus 103%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $150. 13 on our list is a book, another incentive, and there is a new team called the Tiger Division, and they debut in this issue. It is Black Cat Annual number 1, the Gil Sharp 1 in 25 incentive variant. There's your book, guys. I passed on Black Cat Annual 1 recently. You know, a lot of these books of new titles are flash in the pans to me. They don't really have any longevity. I should have picked up the regulars, I suppose, for a quick flip. But this 1 in 25 sold 29 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 166%, with a high sale raw copy going for $50. That's not a bad price for a 1 in 25. Number 12 on our list, sticking with Stray Dogs, Pure Fire, and they have so many different covers. This cover is a homage cover, and this is a classic to that fantastic movie, The Silence of the Lambs, Number 12 on our list, Stray Dogs, issue 1, The Silence of the Lambs variant. And this is a sweet cover. I like a lot of these horror homages. There's your book, guys. What numbers did this one do? Well, it sold 36 copies at a 7-day trend plus 133% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $667.49. Oh my days! Not on your Nelly. I wouldn't be paying that. But a lot of people say that this is going to be a fantastic TV show at some point. Who knows? I know my good friend JT Rogers is a firm believer in the title. Number 11 on our list, and the first book to the big top 10 comes from 1984, and we've got some Loki speculation at the moment, and a lot of collectors are believing that Nathaniel Richards, aka Kang the Conqueror, will be turning up in the show. Now, nobody really knows what happens, but his first cameo appearance comes in Fantastic Four, issue 272, and this is a book that I found 2 or 3 over the years. Never used to be a valuable book. That's not the case anymore. This book sold 36 copies. Sold 23 copies at a 7-day trend plus 207% with a high sale CGC 9.2 going for $65. I paid £2 for this. Like I say, the first cameo appearance of Nathaniel Richards. Got that in Weston-super-Mare. Not bad for £2. Okay, we're into the big top 10, guys. And again, I am not doing particularly well. Number 10 on our list, sticking with Stray Dogs. So many different covers. I have not even found this one, and this one is starting to trend now. We're talking the blank cover? Really? Okay, Stray Dogs, number 1. Not a lot to show you on this one, guys. But there we go. 10 is the blank variant. Now, if I'm not mistaken, like I say, I haven't read the title. Isn't it about a story about the dog's owner gets killed and then the murderers of the owner goes after the dogs? Something along those lines. Well, apparently the blank cover is very hard to find and only sold 12 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 293% with a high sale raw copy going for $149.99. Number 9 on our list, we're sticking with Stray Dogs. Oh my days. And this is another horror homage, and this time we've got the Forstner and Fleeks horror movie variant to issue number 5. Here is your book. Nice Friday the 13th cover, this one. Didn't mind the films, Friday the 13th. Got a bit bizarre when Freddy versus Jason came out. I just can't find them. I've looked and looked. They must be in pretty short print run. This book sold 48 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 106% with a high sale raw copy going for $21. 8 on our list, and if you've been watching the Loki TV show, spoilers, you will know that Kid Loki has turned up, and Kid Loki first appears in Thor issue 617. Yeah, the first appearance of Kid Loki, who was basically known as Serure. Serrure, Loki Luffy's son. Okay, guys, and wasn't a bad little character. I preferred the classic version of Loki. It was the best episode so far, but again, I'm not thrilled by it. I'm not buzzing. Now, on the other hand, I went and saw the Black Widow movie. That, guys, is absolutely fantastic. Mark my words, it's one of those films you go in thinking, well, Black Widow's a bit of a wishy-washy character compared to some of the heroes like Thor. But my word, the story was fantastic. And the Red Guardian could well be one of my favourite heroes now. Delighted I have his first appearance. Go and check out the movie. 9 out of 10 for me. Okay, back to the books. But like I say, Loki spec here. We know the book. This book sold 45 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 119% with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $450. I paid £1.67 for my copy, and that was in March of 2019. I've had 2 or 3 of those as well. I've flipped a couple, you know, we all play the game. Number 7 on our list, and there's a vintage book, and that is my favourite kind of book. Yeah, normally I don't watch trailers. Stick away from the superhero trailers, but for some reason I watched the recent Shang-Chi movie trailer and I enjoyed with what I saw, especially when you see the Mandarin and his 10 rings, the Great Protector Dragon, and of course Abomination were all showcased in that clip. Now, this particular issue features the 10 rings and the Mandarin's origin. I have the Mandarin's first appearance at Tales of Suspense issue 50, one of my favourite books in my top 50. But the trailer also, this book also has the dragon Ansarkar, who might be the Great Protector Dragon from the trailer. And this was talked up on Tales from the Flip Side. Do I believe that? Quite possibly. And due to this, the book has sold 41 copies. What is it? One of my favourite runs is Tales of Suspense, and it is issue 62. A book that's on my radar, and a book I might know where one of these is, or are. Can't even use good English anymore. But big fan of the Mandarin. I'm glad we're getting the real McCoy. I felt cheated with Iron Man 3. But due to this, like I said, this book sold 41 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 137% with a high sale PGX. Wow, 8.0 going for $250. Sticking with Marvel, but this time we've got a modern book in at number 6, Black Widow, issue number 3 from 2016. Now this issue features the first cover appearance only, of the Midnight Angels, which is the strike force subgroup of the Dora Milaje, the Wakandan tribe of females. Now, like I said, many sellers incorrectly thought that this was their first appearance, but that comes in Doom War issue number 5. But number 6 is still trending on our list, and that is Black Widow. Sorry, number 6. Black Widow issue 3 is still trending, and here is your book, guys. The first cover appearance of the Midnight Angels. And I'm going hunting possibly in Worcester this week. Got a feeling this book might be there. Of course, all my UK subscribers who watched the European Championship final last night, and it played out pretty much exactly how I expected it to. And was overall very disappointing. But I suppose at least we made the final. Well, this book, Black Widow issue 3, sold 42 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 156% with a high sale raw copy going for $10. Who knows, with this Wakandan Disney Plus show and Black Panther, number 2 coming out, might see that team. Number 5 on our list, and this is a book I was looking for, and that was X Factor issue 10. This time we have the design variant. Here is your book. Number 5 on our list, X Factor number 10. This is the Baldian character design. And I do like character design variants. And this one's pretty nice. I have to show you it that way, because it usually stands up the other way round. Yep, here is that cover, how you're meant to pick it up. So, yeah, like I say, WandaVision portrayed Scarlet Witch in a bit of a new light, and in this issue, Wanda Maximoff dies. And we know with comics, characters are short-lived, so I don't think there'll be a lot of longevity in this book, but it's good for a flip. This book sold 34 copies at a 7-day trend of plus 209% with a high sale raw copy going for $30. Number 4 on our list. This is another book I've been looking for, but no surprises, I can't find it. Only has a 2,500 print run. It comes from Black Mask Studios. And this new issue is from a re-merged Black Mask title. And it's a bit of a follow-up to their issue which was called Black. Now, like I say, this issue was supposed to have a 2,500 print run. But apparently a few more now started to resurface because the demand is pretty high. Number 4 on our list, like I said, the follow-up to the title Black, which I own, is White, number 1. And of course, Black was a story about just black people could have superpowers. But I'm guessing now white people can. Obviously, I have not read White, but Black was a pretty decent read. This book sold 44 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 274%, with a high sale raw copy going for $150. Oh my days. Of course, Black, the run of Black has been optioned for a movie, I believe. Number 3 on our list, like I said, a book I had in my hands, decided to leave it, and this introduces the new South Korean team called the Tiger Division, with a lineup of Black Cat, White Fox, Luna Snow, the General, Mr. Enigma, Gunry II, and Auntie-Ant. Auntie-Ant, what kind of name is that? Anyhow, as we know, all new characters become pretty hot instantly, and this was no exception. Number 3 on our list is Black Cat Annual number 1, and we have the regular cover. Here's your book, guys. And what can I tell you about this? I'll tell you, I'm a bit disappointed because I didn't pick it up. I know that much. It sold a very impressive 64 copies. It had a 7-day trend of plus 216%, with a high sale raw copy going for $30. Wow. Number 2 on our list, I spoke about Fantastic Four issue 272 recently, and the cameo of Nathaniel Richards. Number 2 on our list is Fantastic Four issue 273, and this is the first full appearance of Nathaniel Richards, and it is a book that I've seen in the past, I believe, and passed on it. Now it's back firmly on my radar, and I think again I know where one of these may be, so I'll be on the lookout. The book sold 45 copies, had a 7-day trend of plus 342%, with a high sale CGC 9.8 going for $400. Wow, not for me. We're there. We're at number 1 on our list. And I can't believe this book is doing so much, because at the end of the day, it's only a death. And we know in comics, deaths, people don't stay dead for very long, do they? And I must admit, I looked for it, I couldn't find it. Number 1 on our list is X Factor issue number 1, the regular cover, and the death of Wanda Maximoff, aka the Scarlet Witch. What numbers did it do? Well, it sold 142 copies, had a 7-day trend plus 563%, and a high sale raw copy went for $45, guys. That's it. That's a wrap. And I've done miserably again. Last time round I had 3. This time round I have a meager 5. That's my lineup, guys. Let me know in the comments, as you always do, how many you had. Thanks for all the support. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Plenty more from me, as always. Bye.